up? Welcome to Plant Based Brent. Here we are, Karma Healing Nursery. There's my Cape Hugman right behind me. So I thought I'd share my story a little, so I can help people to work through things that they don't have to go through. That's I wish there was people like me when I was young that shared freely and with the way they lived their lives and told the truth because it sure makes a difference in the world when you find out what people are really about because we all have our own unique stories. Nobody else has lived my life. It's an impossibility. It doesn't matter if you've looked like me, but you can't live my life. We've all had our own unique experiences here being on planet Earth. Um, and it's a joy. It's been a ride. It's been an up and a down and an in and out. And I've found I've experienced new levels of joy now that I've taken it as a practice to be joyful every day and to be happy every day and to show up and to help as much as I can in any way that I can. And this is how I want to help people. Is I want to help them help themselves. I'm a great mirror, and I love conversation. So if at any point you feel like popping on and you want to yap, let's do it. It'll be fun. I got a lot of good friends out there that are amazing conversationalists, and I'm gonna build this up so we can get more and more people out here talking and telling their stories because we've all got our stories, right? So let's go back to when I was 35. I'm now 54. I'll be 55 in January. So when I was 35, which is about 20 years ago now, I was an alcoholic. I was bankrupt. I was divorced. I was cokehead, cocaine. Um, Smoked cigarettes, jobless, homeless, pretty much friendless at this point because I'd done a lot of bad things to myself um, in this period after my divorce and my bankruptcy. I hit rock bottom. I was very suicidal. Um, and it's amazing that I survived it. It really is amazing that I survived it. I thank God every day because I'm still here, and not a lot of my friends are. That's a big reason that I did survive. My best man at my wedding and my alternate best man, my two best buddies, are both deceased at 48 and 51, which is it's it's tough. It's tough when you lose friends of 30 and 40 years, uh, especially your best buddies that were in your wedding party. And like these guys were my lifeline. They were my best friends, and so uh, that that's been a huge transition for me. But one of the big reasons, the big things that woke me up was the fact that I lost a lot of friends, but I realized that I didn't lose them; they just transitioned. They're still here. They're just angels. I got a big ass angel crew. Lots of friends and family, people that were very important to me, very close. Uh, so at 35, I again, this is another reason how I woke up was I lost my niece, Olivia Marie Talbot, November 23rd, 2005. She was murdered, and she was 6 months pregnant. She was my angel, one of my angels. She is my angel now. She was my angel in person then, but now she's my angel here. And I also lost on in 2000 my other niece, Brooke Ivy Clapson, from my step family, and Olivia's from my half family. That was 5 years prior. So these are my guardian angels, Brooke and Olivia, and they go with me everywhere. And I pretty much let them drive the bus, as I like to say. I try to get out of my way as much as possible, and just allow them to show up and allow pure love and inspiration to flow through. So I'm going to start making this podcast. I think I'll do a tri-weekly. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I love gardening. I love yoga. I love meditation. I love slacklining. I love community. I love animals. I love nature. I love God. I love my life. And so, yeah, whatever you want to chat about, I'd love to discuss with you because I love people. I love you guys. I love all of you. Everybody that shows up, all of my subscribers on my YouTube channel, all of my friends and followers on Facebook. Um, you really inspire me. You get me going, and I get excited. And so I do stuff like this because there's not a lot of people out there that do live video. It's just not a common thing, especially if they're not selling anything. And so that's what I'm trying not to do. I have to figure out a way to monetize a little bit because I have to come up with rent because at this point I don't have any, and my rent is due here a couple weeks. Mine's on the 5th, so I have to figure out something. And so I'm thinking, and this is what I want to put out to my tribe, the Talbot tribe is what do you guys are you guys okay with um a subscription to my channel? I'm thinking $5 a month, and we will have um podcasts every week, and I will make a special video. Well, see, this is what I don't want to do though. I don't want to be exclusive. I want to be inclusive with everybody. So this is, well, that's what I'm going to do. It's a donation a base. It's not something that you have to do. The information will be provided for everybody, no matter what, if you have money or not, because I do not want to be exclusive. Nothing drives me crazier than VIP. I've lost a lot of um, patience in that because I just there's different levels of racism, and that's the level of racism is having the VIP section where certain people can join and certain people can't because people always offer these free uh, courses, but then there's the pay for it for the VIP because you want to be VIP. If you're VIP, you get all the good stuff. Well, the good stuff should be provided for everybody because we're all equal, we're all one, we are one species, we are one people, and we were here to work together harmoniously in love, because that's what life's about. It's about love, and it's about learning how to love yourself. This planet is, from what I understand, it's kindergarten. It's the lowest level of the planets that's available right now. And so this is where you learn to be kinder, in the garden by gardening. And this is how you learn to be good to yourself. And once you love yourself, then you're allowed to move to the next dimensions. As far as I understand, there's 11 dimensions, and I believe this is the lowest dimension. But this is the dimension that we have to. This is the school, Mother Earth, and we came here to learn how to love ourselves unconditionally and to love everybody around us unconditionally because everybody is doing the best they can with what they got. We all have challenges, we all have issues, we all have stress, we all have magic, we all have joy, we all have bliss. But it's what you focus on. And if you want to have that life that you want to live completely free, open to source, open to the universe, open to love, just open to be here now and to be patient and present and show up every day. Show up, try again, try again, try again, try again. That's the beauty of this place is that every day is another opportunity to try again. If shit went sideways yesterday, try again. Like I said, when I was at 35, I was suicidal, fully suicidal. And 20 years later, for my 55th birthday, I'm throwing a festival here in San Mateo, Rio Hondo, by Karma Healing Nursery. I'm going to cater the whole thing, a free festival. It's going to be called Rainbow Corn Fest. Yes! It's all coming together. It's going to take, I love miracles. That's why I have grandiose ideas. Because my life is all about miracles. I am a miracle made up of particles. That's all there is. It's miracles. We're all miracles. Um, and this is something that I teach too, by the way, is how to do live video. Because I've done more live video than anybody that I know. And I never have an agenda. I never have really anything that I'm working on pushing. I'm just here to show up and to show you guys that whatever you want to discuss, it's possible. And when you do stuff like this, you step outside your comfort zone. Once you step outside your comfort zone, everything's possible. It's very challenging to do anything from inside your comfort zone because you're comfortable. And as the funny part is about like comfort food, for example, is it's uncomfortable for the body, and it's comfortable for the mind, but not for the body. So this is what I ask people because basically everything that is happening in your life has to do with what's going in here. What are you putting in there? And do you bless it? Do you bless your food? Because if you bless it, you change everything, and that makes the full on difference. Because everything here is sacred, and everything should be treated sacredly. The universe never says speed up. The universe always says down, slow down, and take care of yourself because your body is always in communication with you 24/7. It tells you exactly what's going on, and it gives you the opportunity to heal by listening and slowing down and allowing. If you notice in this on this planet, the body is a self-healing mechanism. If you cut yourself, you don't go to the doctor. It just heals itself. I don't go to the doctor for anything. I haven't been to the doctor since 2005. Well, 2000, I went for 2010, I went for my 40th for a physical, but 2005 was the last time I used a pharmaceutical. And I haven't been back to the doctor since 2010 because he told me that at the end of it that I was in great shape, and then asked if he could give me a flu shot. I said, "For what?" He said, "It's preventative." I said, "Isn't being in great shape preventative?" I said, "Maybe you should think about what you do for a living." And I walked out of his office. And he'd been my family doctor since I was a kid, and I was 40 years old. And I've never gone back to the for any pharmaceuticals for any reason. And I'll be 55 in January. And I have more energy than most kids that I know that are half my age. I hike up and down this mountain all day with my girl, Estrella, and we garden, and we're constantly getting exercise. We're constantly in motion, and at my age, well, I think I'm a young. I feel very young, which is very strange because a lot of my friends that are in their 50s don't feel young anymore. But we've done things differently, and I have a different practices. I have many different practices. My life is my laboratory. My body is my temple. Love is my practice. Okay? That's my motto. My life is my laboratory, my body is my temple, love is my practice. Am I great at it? No. Am I practicing it? Yes. Is it a constant? Does it go all day, every day that I have to show up and be more and be ready to be a better version of me? Because my life is my laboratory, my body is my temple, love is my practice. Like I said, it's not an easy practice, but it's what I do every day is try and treat my body as a temple. The better I treat my body, the better my life is. Health is wealth. When you really, you can't buy your health. You can't. But you can sell it, which is what most people do. They spend the first half of their life making money, losing their health, and then spend the second half of their life trying to spend the money that they made to buy their health back. But you can't. You can't. Your body, once you lose it, you don't use it, you lose it. You need to have good practices and you got to stay up on it. You can heal anything, but you got to take time for your precious self. And this involves meditation, this involves yoga, and this involves having a good dietary um, source of food and a good exercise practice. Like for me, my magic formula is exercise, boundaries, affection. I get exercise and then I create healthy boundaries, things that I won't do. I won't do that today. I won't do that today. And then I give myself affection, which for me is food because that's my favorite. Um, and since I've gotten rid of all of my other vices, there's not very many left. I still smoke my cannabis, but I do consider that medicine. And I'm healthy and happier than anybody that I know at my age. So that's why I want to do these lives. This is why I want to share this podcast because I want to help people to live happier and healthier, more harmonious lives because it's possible. But you have to make yourself a priority. That's the hardest part. I love acronyms, by the way, if you haven't noticed. FLY is my favorite. First, love yourself. Now, this isn't something I would like to stop eating meat. Ah, is meat bad in your opinion? In my opinion, I haven't eaten meat since 2008. I call it animals, not meat anymore. I'm vegan now. Um, I I'm healthier than anybody that I know that doesn't have the diet that I have. I do believe in bio individuality, that we do have different bodies, but I, for myself, when I quit eating meat, I stopped having nightmares. I was working in a steakhouse, a fine dining steakhouse, and we had the best quality meat available. Prime rib, New York's. It was really good stuff. And I noticed this steakhouse had been there for 35 years. And I'd worked there for 7 years. My owners, all of the management, and all of our regulars that had come there for very many years, they all had serious health issues. Most had cancer, and they were all taking pills of some sort. And so these people all had lots of money, but none of them had their health. Um, and so I recognized that these three things that they had in common was that they ate a lot of meat, they smoked a lot of cigarettes, and they drank a lot of alcohol. So I quit doing those things. I quit eating meat, smoking cigarettes, and drinking alcohol, and it transformed my life. I became healthier than I've ever been. Try it. Just try it for yourself. Try on just having a weekend without it, or just cutting down and having little bits. I never say go cold turkey on anything, but wean yourself off. Less is more, and less is more, and less is more. So I will tell you at my age now that I have more energy than anybody that I know. And the reason being is because I have very good digestion. I understand why you wouldn't feel good because it's a sentient being. It's an animal. I had nightmares about killing animals when I was eating animals. It's not necessary, really. It's not. From my life, for sure, I found that letting it go was one of the best things I ever did. Because digestion, 50% of your energy, 50, is spent on digestion. And meat is very, 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 very hard to digest. Whereas fruits and vegetables, no, they just go right through you because they have fiber. There's no fiber in meat. And it's what I realized. I had colon hydrotherapy, which is they put a tube up your butt and they put warm water in you, and they was this Chinese man and his wife were both pushing on my stomach to get all of the plugged meat out of me. And after that experience of having that cleansing, and I had quit eating meat at that point, I felt so light and so free. It was amazing. I felt like I'd lost 20 pounds. And most people are walking around with a belly and they're carrying meat in it that is it's rotting. And so that's why they have very bad gas. They can have very bad breath. Um, Well, the protein is a myth. Your body creates proteins. We don't actually need food at all. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. There are people called breatharians on this planet, and they are the healthiest people alive, and they don't eat. They just use prana. They use straight up. They take the energy from the air, and they just like a plant through photosynthesis. They take it into their body. Everything here is an addiction. Everything. I've given up. Uh, I eat sprouts if you're worried about protein, but there's no such thing as the protein is a myth. That's another thing that's been created by big pharma to try and keep us mentally screwed up about what health is about. I eat sprouts. I eat mung bean sprouts, lentil sprouts, fenugreek sprouts. They are loaded with protein, and I also eat sprouted nuts and seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, almonds, pecans, and they're all super. I watched a documentary about them a few months ago. Um, why there's lots of good documentaries out there. Watch Forks Over Knives. It's a super good one. Oh geez, I haven't watched any of these in so long. But there's a ton of good documentaries out there. And it'll blow your mind to how just shifting what you put in your mouth can transform your whole life. For me, it's way less expensive to live my lifestyle than it does the most expensive thing I buy every week or every month is Estrella's bones from the carniceria. They cost $10. Everything else that I get, like the rest of the month, comes up to $10. So like it's expensive. Number one, it's an animal. For number two, these animals have names, and I that's what I said to myself that I wouldn't eat anything that had parents anymore because I wouldn't feel very good about that. Um, and these animals have parents. And they have social structure, they have play, they have emotions, they have feelings, and they're not necessary for our consumption. That's programming. And like I said, I ate it until I was 38 until I stopped. But, uh, I ate McDonald's and Burger King and steaks and chicken fingers, and I ate so much crap. I ate so much Kraft Dinner. When I was 35, my body was just like I had heartburn, indigestion, um, gas, bloating on a daily basis, because I drank a ton of alcohol. I had a horrible diet. I ate chicken wings and drank Jägermeister and beer, and was doing cocaine at that time too. But that was 20 years ago, and I survived it. I survived myself, which in itself is an amazing um, it's just so grateful. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful to God that I have the opportunity to do this and to tell my story because I put myself through heck, and now I'm in heaven. So Good for you. Well, I was 38, so you're way ahead of schedule. But that's evolution, and just try it. Feel free to message me. I can help you out with anything that you have questions with, because I for me, it was one of the best things I've ever done. And then gardening, learning how to grow your own food, it's so empowering. My garden is it's where I live. I love it. But I'm always planting seeds. I'm planting seeds in the ground. I'm planting seeds in people's minds, and then those seeds move down into people's hearts, and then they germinate. And because there's not a lot of people that are my age going in that are in their mid 50s that have health and happiness as their daily practice. Like that's what I do every day. I get healthy and I get happy. And everything else I just allow to open up and to just come to me, because the universe wants us to be healthy and happy, but there are certain practices that we can do that allow that to happen. For me, what I learned about being here is that it's not about more, it's about less. Less is more. And it was about letting go of things that I didn't need. It was never about accumulating more stuff. With sickness, it's never about taking pills or taking more things. It's always about letting go. I learned how to fast. I'm an intermittent faster. I never eat until afternoon. I just drink in the morning. Right now, I'm having kombucha and Jamaica mixed together. Absolutely delicious. A home brew, both. And I'll have a salad later this afternoon, probably 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Today I'm on fruit salad. Then I'll have dinner, and that's it. Because that's what it is. It's digestion. So, as I said, 50% of your energy is spent on digestion. So, if your body is constantly digesting, you are lacking energy. You won't have full power. But if your body is, if you give your body a window, if you can cut it down to 16 hours a day and have an 8 hour window for eating and 16 hours off, your body will digest much better. That's two-thirds without and one-third with. I do it. I'm almost down to about 21 hours without and then 3 hours with. So I give my body that time to digest and to energize and to revitalize and to reboot, defrag, reboot, and to update my software, because my body's constantly cleaning and clearing and healing all of the things that I'm doing to it that I shouldn't be. But I'm doing my best. It's not easy. Getting older is a practice. You can't just do it not happily and healthily. You have to change. And change is the only constant here, because things are always changing. That's the beauty of our universe, is change is always happening. And you can be part of that change. And when you experience that change for yourself in your body, you feel so good. It's like, woohoo. Like, there's not a lot of people my age that have this kind of hair, right? It's not gray. I don't color it. Um, I have a ton of it. I don't have any bald spots. That in itself is just it's an anomaly, because I take care of myself. Once you take care of yourself, the rest of your body will take care of it. Your body wants you to look young and have lots of energy. That's what your body wants. That's why your body's always constantly in communication saying, okay, this is what you need to do. I want you to go do this. Your body always tells you what to do. It's time to get some exercise. It's time to meditate. Once you take time and make time for your precious self, then you let go of things you don't need. And quite honestly, just try on vegetarian for a while. See how it goes. It'll blow your mind. It'll absolutely blow your mind. And you don't have to give up your cheese. And I make vegan cheese, by the way, and it's phenomenal. I make seed and nut cheese. It's way better than what I really like goat cheese, but that was a hard one to give up. But it's way better than cheese, and it's way better for you. That's the best part. So there's a healthy alternative to everything. And a lot of it has to do with your microbiome, which is your stomach. All your energy comes from your belly. And so you want to be friends with your belly. So you want to give your belly things that are full of fiber. You don't worry about protein, you worry about fiber. You want that food to get back out, not to be stuck in you, which is where most people are. They got 20 pounds of rotting food sitting in their stomach that they're walking around with every day. And that's why they're lacking energy because their body is not cleaning and clearing and doing those things that it naturally likes to do. It's digesting and it's trying to digest. Like if you have bathroom problems, I go to the bathroom once a day, every day in the morning. It's the first thing I do. And that's it. That's it for the bathroom for me. I see people that are scrambling for bathrooms in the middle of the day. And I'm always like, that really boggles my mind, but that's because they're eating too much. They don't need to have that much. If you're constantly going to the bathroom, you're full of shit. How else to put it? There is no way else to put it. You're full of shit. And that shit is sitting in your belly. So take time, make time for your precious self. Think about what goes in here. Think about how often you're doing it. And think about your energy. Because when you really focus on your energy, because we're all energy junkies. It doesn't matter who you are, you're an energy junkie. We love energy because as we increase in energy, we we feel better and we live longer. It's all of this longevity consciousness which has completely eluded our society. I'm planning on living a couple 150 years at least in this thing, maybe 1,000. We'll see how she goes, but I love it. I'm having the best time, and it's a joy to have this vessel to play with and to learn from. It's an experiment. I'm constantly experimenting with my life every day. My life is my laboratory, my body is my temple, and love is my practice. And what I learn is less is more, less is more, less is more. All right, I'm going to make this a regular 3 day a week podcast. Today was I was just trying to schedule for later and it said go live now. And I was like, why not? Let's start. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions about anything, I'm here to help. I love helping people. I don't charge. That's not my thing. I'm not about making money. I'm about making community. You can make money or friends, and I love friends. And I'm here to help. If at some point you want to donate to help us live better, that's what we're here for too. Thank you. Thank you. No worries. No worries. Thank you. My pleasure. Um, I'm on Facebook. I'm constantly posting uh, the food that I make. I do it on here too, plus the food that I grow. And once you really take time and learn how to grow food, it'll blow your mind how good you feel because you want energy, and that's what you'll get. That's the result when you make yourself a part of the process because that's what your body wants. It wants you to be part of the process. All right, I'm going to tune out for today. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. It was a pleasure. Again, questions. I love questions. And I'm here to serve. So I'll be doing this again on Wednesday and then Friday. I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll post times for it and I'll send out invites. And if you want to come on and ask questions, that is fully fantastic. I'd be so down with that. Thanks again. Have an amazing day. I love you. Peace and love. And take care of yourself because nobody else will. Ah, woo.